Come on in. Come on in. Hey, it's me, Oracle Brigette. This is a live broadcast, retuning, frequency experience. I'm going to hang out a little bit. Hi, my loves. Happy Monday. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. And this is all about you guys today. I'm not sure if I'm going to save this on my page or not, so just come on in. Come on in. I'm going to tap in a bit. And I titled this live video Monday Brain Retrain. Monday Brain Retrain. Brain Retrain. Time for a little brain. Yes, come on in, my loves. Time for a little brain retrain. There's a Lightcode I recently brought through, and I just got my own notification about the live. Love it. Okay, let's give it another moment. I don't want to say too much. I'm sure there's a few more people who are about to come in. Recently brought through a Lightcode. I had to give it a couple days to simmer with myself, and I know that I need assistance integrating it, and so I figured we could just do this on the live in case any of you guys need some assistance integrating the Lightcode as well. If I could give this video a subtitle, which maybe I'll put it in the comments or in the details when I post it. The subtitle would be Rebuking the Worry Mindset. Actually, let me put that right here in the caption. Okay. Rebuking. R-E-B-U. Yes, rebuking. Autofill. Rebuking. Worry. Hey, Zaraya. Mindset. M-I-N-D-S-E-T space. Boom. 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 Pinned. Okay, now everyone really knows what's going on. Now you really know what's going on. Ratata up there, you see? Okay, good. Okay, ratata down there, you see? Okay, good. If I do post this on my page, that's not going to make sense, but that's okay. That's okay. So, yay. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. We are doing the Power Up Monday meditation this evening at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's on Zoom. It's quick, 20 minutes, that's pretty fast. And we power up. So that's happening. If you want to sign up, you can do that at the link in my bio, my website, lovesteadylife.com. We're also doing Lightworker meditation on Thursday. That's 1 hour long. That's an intensive session with me on Zoom as well. And what else do you need to know? There are some Lightcodes on my IGTV. I highly recommend you check them out. My most, or rather the IGTV video that I just recently posted is about worrying and is a light-coded video transmission intended to assist us in clearing the worry mindset. What it definitely did for me was illuminate the danger and damage that worrying has on my life and does to my life. I definitely understand now how worrying is a spell and tool of the dark utilized purely to cause us to manifest that which we do not want. It's crazy to me because it's like this Lightcode rings so true. It resonates so strong for me and truly represents for me personally in my own spiritual path a portal to the life of my dreams, a portal to my highest potential reality. I can feel how the Lightcode is my portal. And so when I catch myself worrying still now, even after channeling through the Lightcode and having a couple days to integrate it, it's frustrating. I'm like, man, it'd be great if I could just get the Lightcode, receive it, integrate it, and be changed and move on. But apparently that's not really the case. because this energy apparently is ingrained a little more in our behavior. This energy has been traversed not only by ourselves throughout our lives, but also our grandparents, our parents, and our bloodline. Worrying is a thing people have always done. And in case you didn't watch that light-coded video, I'll give you the light code real quick. Worrying caps your potential. Whatever you worry about places a ceiling on what you manifest, and you can only manifest up to that worry, okay? Worrying caps your potential. Whatever you worry about puts a ceiling on what you can manifest, and you can only manifest up to the potential of your worry. Worrying caps your potential, cuts you off from perceiving solution, option, and opportunity. Worrying puts blinders on your perception and makes it so you think, and so therefore you perceive that there are no options or solutions. And so worrying perpetuates more worrying, which only causes your ceiling to lower and lower. And the perception of the life that you can manifest for yourself begins to feel more and more powerless and uncomfortable the more we worry. Can you receive that, my loves? It's a little troublesome for me personally, because now that I've brought through that light code, and mind you, it's been a couple days now since I've been working with it personally, and I'm still catching myself worrying. It can be frustrating. It's like, Bridget, you literally were just telling all of your Instagram soul family about how worrying is bad. And here you are in the car, worrying. I'm catching you right now. It was like, I was in the car driving and I was worrying. And I was like, Bridget, I'm catching you right now. Worrying. Like, catching myself there. It's like, oh. Okay, so let's say you're like me, or you've reached the point that I reached, where you receive the light code, it's started to integrate, but maybe you haven't fully embodied the lesson. Maybe you're not reaching, the point of full receiving of the light code. And so we find ourselves in a place where it's like, oh, I know that worrying caps my potential and what I perceive I can manifest, and continues to perpetuate low vibrational, out of alignment, uncomfortable, and trapped feeling realities around me. I know that. And I've caught myself doing it. We want to keep going through the experience, okay? So if you catch yourself worrying, you must invert the energy, okay? Take a deep breath. Think about that concept. Think about the energy of worrying, and I want you to invert that energy. Worrying innately vibrates as lack. So you need to invert the lack energy as abundant. I need you to understand that when you worry, what you're doing is you're taking all of the potentials and you're finding the one shadow. You're finding the one area where it looks and feels like a dead end, and you're focusing on that when there is a multitude of a painting around it, and you're choosing to focus on that. Am I blaming you? No, we were trained this way. For many generations, we've been trained this way. In fact, I wonder if this is the main key to what the Kali Yuga was for humanity. Learning truly what this power of manifestation is that we have. And just like our visualizing and vision boarding, goal setting, goal achieving, manifesting, just as we are learning and activating these things in our lives and begin to feel like we get the gist of it, of course, we're going to start to come upon any limitations that we hold within ourselves that may be preventing us from manifesting or reaching our goals. And anyway, hold on a second. I keep worrying. That's what I'm saying. I keep worrying. The thing is, first of all, I come at you as an adult, and I know you guys know, and I know I write it all over my captions, never on pages. It's an adult program. So that's first and foremost, is I'm coming at you as an adult. I'm assuming you are a sovereign being, and you have control over yourself and your life. And that's what I'm coming at you from. We've got some background music while my neighbors continue parking. So, someone who's not ready to receive this light code is going to find all the ways out, and is going to maybe try to manipulate the light code, or like pollute the light code, or pervert the light code. For instance, saying, let me not try and create the words of this energy of a person might say. Let me just say what they will do, because it's going to be a lot easier for me. Someone who's not ready to receive that light code about worrying that I've been talking about in this entire video, they are going to attempt to say that by me saying this light code, it actually means that they don't have to be discerning, they don't have to be in reality, that they don't have to look around them and see obvious dangers, they don't have to use their instinct or their intuition. I'm not saying those things, but anyone who's not ready to receive the light code, that worrying is you choosing to cap your potential, and as long as you worry, you only manifest up to your worrying. You need to be able to evolve more, so you can perceive nuanced energies. You still need to be in your body, in reality, looking around you, physically aware of your safety, actual physical safety though. I'm not talking about worrying. Are you in the middle of the street? This light code is not going to take you away from that, okay? Get the hell out of the middle of the street. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of vibe I'm talking about. Someone to be like, well, I didn't want to worry. I took your light code about not worrying, and then I went into the alligator pit at the zoo because you told me not to worry. Like, yeah, I get how people who are immature and unevolved and not ready to receive the light code are going to take it and turn it into some bullshit like that. I could see that. I could see someone being like, well, you told me not to worry, so I bought this thing that I couldn't afford with the credit card and made a bunch of stupid choices because you told me not to worry. Like, yeah, those people, let them keep being stupid by choice. But I'm not going to let that energy, and don't let people who have that energy cause you to lose your feeling of inspiration that you receive from the light code. The light code doesn't have to help everyone. The light code doesn't have to be for everyone. It's for those of us who can benefit from it. We're the ones who it's meant for. Those who it's not meant for are going to keep making up stupid bullshit, and we're going to look at them like, are you fucking kidding me? Like what? We're going to keep being like, okay, buddy, enjoy that. I'll hold space for you, but I don't want you around me, because I want to be able to talk to my friends about my epiphanies, about what I realized about worrying. It's up to you guys to advocate for yourselves, for your safety, for your security, for your health, mental, physical, emotional. Yeah, it's up to you to advocate for those things. It's up to you to look where you're going, acknowledge the choices you're physically making, and think about the actual physical repercussions of those choices. In that, there is no worry. That's the spell. If I want to step into the street when it's busy traffic and not look both ways, it doesn't matter how much I worried or didn't worry, I will get hit by a car probably. If I choose to not be discerning, not look in reality, not advocate for my own self, my physical, my emotional, my mental health, that will cause negative repercussions, obviously. because it's up to us to advocate for ourselves, take care of ourselves. Where does worrying actually fit into that? Being intuitive, listening to intuition, being discerning, using your eyes to look around you, to assess for danger. That's not worrying. So what this video is doing and why I came live here today is because I want to go deeper, and that's what I'm doing here because I see a lot of people are coming in. I want to go deeper into that light code from my last IGTV video and also one of my YouTube videos because it's now on YouTube too, about worrying and how it caps your potential for manifestation. And what I want to do is assist you in separating worry from discernment, from intuition, from gut feelings. I want to assist you in this moment. Be here with me for this energy of separating worry from discernment, embodiment, worry over there, intuition, gut feelings, discernment, sight, your actual senses. Worry is not a part of any of that. So now, why would the word worry even exist? There is a specific place for worrying. It's true. It's a word that exists. It does have a home, but it's not as big of a home as we've created for it. So now let me clarify that. When you see the tiger about to attack you because you went into its pit, you should be worried that you're going to get attacked. If you walk into the street, into rushing traffic, you should be worried that you're going to get hit. Do you understand? If you drink milk when you're lactose intolerant, you should be worried that you're going to shit your pants. There's a place for worrying. But understand it's there because you know something is about to manifest. I am worried about this because it's about to punch me in the fucking face. So let me... So there is a place. But do you notice how it's a fleeting realization to inform me that I've gone out of alignment with my center, with my well-being, with advocating for myself? Yeah, that's when worrying comes in, when you're not advocating for yourself. Let me tell you how many of us in the collective are obsessed with not advocating for ourselves by constantly dwelling in worry and taking every single thing that we care about and dream about and wish we had in our lives, and we take all of it and we poison it with worry. We don't even give ourselves a chance to consider opportunities, options, potentials, solutions. We don't even give ourselves a chance because there's potential that I might be able to worry in some way, so I'd rather just worry. Okay? Does that help the light code a little bit? I see you guys are making comments, but I'm channeling right now, so I don't want to lose my energy by tapping into anybody else's energy right now. I want to keep it authentic from the divine. Just know that I love you and I appreciate your energy. I do see your emoticons from here. Oh, and I love them. So, I actually feel a lot better about that light code after going through all of that with you guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here with me. It's just, sometimes I gotta get really like human with it. You know, like the first time the light code comes in, I'm kind of in awe of the energy. And that's what that last video was. I was kind of in awe as I was channeling from the divine. And now that I've had a couple days to be with it and to be accountable with myself, I'm like, oh shit, this worrying thing is mad ingrained. This worrying thing is ingrained. Ooh. Okay, so we're about to go even deeper, okay? We're going to go even deeper. Hi, my loves, come in. We're going to go even deeper into this light code. I'm about to bring through a new light code, but it didn't become available to me until after I just finished all those light codes I just gave you and clarified for you. And that's a very cool feeling. I'm just taking a little human break. Hold on. Reboot a little bit. Take some deep breaths. Get ready for round 2. This is extremely interesting. I'm super about this. Okay. So now I've described to you the nuance in between proper and improper use of worrying, or rather, not proper, appropriate and inappropriate use of worrying. Because we now understand how worrying has a direct connection to manifesting, we can understand that when I'm in reality and I see something is going to happen, it is natural for worry to come up to inform me that I'm going off of alignment and I need to shift. Did you hear what I just said? When worry comes up, it informs me that I'm about to go out of alignment, and so I need to shift. One more time. When worry comes up, it's informing me that I'm out of alignment, and so I need to shift. So to continue to dwell in the worry instead of shifting is self-abuse, spiritual self-abuse, and mental self-abuse. It makes your angels cry. You feel real bad about it. Your angels are crying about it. I really like that little one. That was a quick little light code, right? That felt really good. I really, really like that. There's a place for worry. See, we didn't completely rebuke it out of existence. We didn't cancel. We just put it back in its job. Put it back in our purpose, in its purpose. Yo, if my intuition tells me something and I don't act on it, then I'm gonna be worried that that thing my intuition told me about is gonna happen. It's true. And then it manifests and I said I knew that was gonna happen. Why didn't you listen to your intuition? Instead you dwelled in the worry and dwelled in the worry and dwelled in the worry. You had plenty of time to listen to that intuition and shift. So you didn't have to worry anymore. So, thank you, worry. Oh God, I notice I'm worrying a lot. I must have done something out of alignment here. Oh God. Let's trace this worry backwards to see where I didn't choose to act in a way that is in alignment or as an advocate for myself. Somewhere I didn't listen to my self-advocating cues here because I'm constantly worrying about something. So let me listen and let me take it back, and let me invert that energy. You know what I mean? So it's like worry. Hold on, let's take it back in. What's this? Shift it. Worry is not supposed to be there as a cycle, as a pattern. It is a quick experience to inform you to move. In other cases, it's a sign that you have not listened to intuition. The weirdest one, though, and that's the one that, is the main thing that I'm hoping to clear from all of us, from this video and from that last video, is having a fear and then choosing to validate that fear by worrying all the time and obsessing about this fear. Living in worry, cycling through worry, through this fear. That's what I don't want us to do anymore. It's the fear that needs to be observed before we let it influence us. Fear is highly informative. If I'm walking on the edge of a cliff and the fear comes in, oh God, I didn't realize I was at the edge. Oh, thank you, fear. If I'm swimming and all of a sudden I get scared, oh God, there's a shark. Or all of a sudden, you know what? There's a rip current here. I need to start swimming in line with the shoreline and start to angle my way towards the shore, because that's what you gotta do. Or, oh, you know what? It's a little too deep for me. You're driving and suddenly you get scared. You realize, you know what? I'm freaking tired. I need to find a rest stop and pull over and take a nap. Like, fear. No one is saying we need to just take fear and cancel it. It has a place. Let's give it its little place. Fear informs, and I act. I check. Wait, there's not a tiger that's about to attack me. Oh, the TV's on. It's the wildlife channel. I don't have to be scared. Oh, I'm not walking on a cliff. That's a 1-foot step. I definitely would have maybe stumbled a little, but would not have fallen to my death. Fear, it's okay. Oh, I got scared because I thought my feet couldn't touch the floor, but it turns out I'm actually right at the sandbar. So I'm totally fine. So we don't just ignore the fear. Deal with it right then and there. Valid, not valid, move on. Can you receive that? So just like how we're not cycling in that worry, we took it deeper, we took it deeper, we took it deeper to the fear. We're not going to cycle through these energies that drain and drag on our field and drag on our energy and drag on our emotions anymore. Find it, face it, keep moving forward. Go through it all, baby. Most of the time it's going to be going in and in and in. Because we're retraining our brains in these moments. This energy, prime for retraining the brain. Obsession with worrying and thinking about worst case scenario make you the supervillain of your own life. The people in your life who you allow to constantly speak worry and fear onto you continue to be supervillains to your life as well. Hey, someone who cares about you might have a valid fear. Maybe they're outside your house and they see that a tree branch is about to fall through the roof. And so they get scared and call you and say, hey, oh my God, this tree branch is about to fall into the roof. And you're like, I don't care about your fears. I don't live in fear. My tree looks fine from my window. And then it falls through your roof and you're dead. Maybe you should have listened to your friend. So I'm not saying all fear other people feel might be caca just because it's a light code. No. There's a time and a place in reality when you're actually seeing things, when it's actually happening, that it's kind of appropriate. You might want to take this into consideration. But it's a quick thing. Someone says, hey, I'm worried this is going to happen. And you're like, hold on, let me check the data. Actually, I'll second on that worry because I realize we are being stalked by a wild tiger right now. You know what? You and I are walking through the tiger pit in the zoo. How did we get over the boundary line? I know none of us are going to be in a tiger pit at the zoo, but I need to keep these light codes general. So I have to be a little dramatic so that it can be received by everyone in a way that doesn't feel like excluding. So, you feel a worry? Deal with it. Fear comes up? Deal with it. someone you care about, like someone you don't care about comes to you, the worrier, someone you care about comes up to you, you want to keep them in your life, and they want to express a fear to you. Listen. Look at the actual reality. Look around you. Friend, I know you're telling me you're worried about me getting attacked by a wild tiger, but we're not at the zoo. Tigers are not native to this area, and there have been no sightings of a wild tiger anywhere, and I looked online all over the place. No tigers have escaped from anywhere, friend. So your fear that I'm going to get attacked by a wild tiger is just unfounded. I can't support you in that. If you need to keep being in that, I love you, but I don't want to be around you while you're on that shit, because I can already confirm that there are no wild tigers. Who knows? Maybe the friend is super psychic and is foretelling your death, and maybe a wild tiger will kill you. Oh, that would fucking suck, but probably not. Most likely 99.9% not. From the inside of your house, it might look like the tree branch isn't going to fall. And your friend calls you and says, hey, oh my God, come outside, the tree branch is going to fall on your house. And you're going to be like, no, I'm not going to cave into your fear. That's real life. That's physical reality. Thank God for your friend. Go outside. Look at it from their point of view. Go outside. Stand next to your friend. Oh, shit. Yeah, that tree's definitely going to fall on my house. But look at my window, friend. Do you see how from my window it didn't look like it was going to fall? That's why I was saying that. And your friend's like, yeah, I know. But now I'm glad you're right here so you don't fucking die. You saw it from your friend's point of view. You looked at the actual reality. And you're like, I'm glad I listened to your immediate. You called me, you saw it. I said, let me see it from your point of view. Holy shit. That's more in reality. I'm so glad I took the time to deal with that fear right on the spot, to deal with that worry right on the spot. Some people like to worry about other people in perpetuation, because it's just easier for them to project all of their fears onto other people and to overcare as a way of virtue signaling, so they don't have to deal with themselves. So they will pretend to be super, super virtuous and caring over other people when really they're just looking for constant distractions and escape from themselves. So those people that say, mind your business, worry about yourself. Don't you tell me a tiger's about to attack me, unless a tiger's about to fucking attack me. If you see a tree is gonna fall on my house, let me know, please. But if you're just worried that one day a tree might fall on my house, keep it to yourself. There's no founding in that. Zoria, your comment just was so bright for me. I'm gonna read it. I was taught worrying about someone equals love. Yes, a lot of people were taught that. I hope this light code can assist you in understanding. Worrying is a very small thing that has a very specific and quick purpose, and is not intended as something we're supposed to visit in perpetuation. And it is actually a way of virtue signaling if you're worrying about another person when there's no physical reason for you to worry about them. If they're not about to get attacked by a tiger, if they're not walking into traffic, if they're not about to accidentally drink poison, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I know that guy's a murderer, and you're talking to him, you might not know he's a murderer. Let me share my fear with you. It's like, thank you, I did not know that was a murderer. Friend, I'm so glad you told me. Like, there's a time and place. But when it's not real, when you're just looking for an escape from yourself, or sometimes it's you just simply don't have the tools to know how to offer love any other way because that's all your family or your environment or your culture or your society taught you. The only way you know how to love is through worrying. Yeah, maybe you do that too. So let me not make you feel bad, which I would never want to make anyone feel anything because I don't actually have the power to make you do anything. It's all you, baby. But just in case. Listen. Listen, Linda. Listen, Louie. Take a deep breath. It feels really good to have a friend who's just happy being around you, who likes your presence. How was your day? What crazy thing happened? What's your newest hobby? Teach me something about it. What's your passion? That's such an interesting passion. Every time we see each other, I'm going to ask you about your passion. I'm going to ask you about your dream. Every time we see each other, I know what your dreams are. I know what your passions are. You're someone that I love. I'm going to check up on you. I'm going to check up on your soul. I'm going to say, oh, did you see the meme I sent you about this thing? It reminded me of you. That's how I love the people my friends. I don't worry about them. I send them memes. And pictures of my cat. And I ask them, how can I love you better? What are your love languages? What do you need? You like to FaceTime? I will FaceTime you. You'd like to cook for me? That's how I can have you feel love. Me surrendering and letting you cook for me. I can deal with that. That's cool. There are other ways to love on the people in our lives. So I hope that can just help you feel a little more regular about loving on the people in your life and the people that you care about. If you're not worrying about them, what are you doing? Those things. You're hanging out. You're learning about them. You're love languaging them. Love languaging, like whether it's, because sometimes when it's someone you love who's going to be in your life and has been in your life and you're learning about each other, it's like their love language might not be memes, but yours might be memes. So when they know that your love language is memes because you told them, even though they're not a meme person, you don't think they're going to feel the love when you send them a meme once you've told them? And then when they see a meme that reminds them of you, especially if they're not a meme person, and they send it to you, you know how good that feels? My friend sent me a meme and they're not a meme person, but they know my love language is sending memes. It's special. We innately connect as humans. It's innate. Loving on each other, being loving to each other, taking care of each other, balancing out energies, being reciprocal, connecting. It's innate for us. It's innate. The spells, the brainwashing, the programming, if you will, that's what goes against our natural instincts. I hope after spending, let's see, how long have I been live? I hope after spending these past 38 minutes with me, you can take a deep breath and feel a little ease about the grip that worrying might have in your mind and the role that fear has in your life and in your relationships. I hope that in this live video, I could remind you these are divine truths. If they resonate, they're for you. If they don't, it's okay. Come back in a month. They'll probably resonate then. I think I want to tell you guys a couple more things and then I'm going to go. Okay. I'm going to repeat a couple light codes from the last video, just to kind of close it out and remind you. Sometimes we shroud our dreams and the things we want to manifest in worry, and the only things that are holding us back are us. So let's take a minute to retrain. What are you worrying about? What are you worrying about? If you're worrying about like a bill or like a money thing that's due, like you have time in the time that you're worrying to figure something out. In the time that you spend worrying, you could be finding a gig. You could be on Craigslist selling your bar stools. You could take your last $5, buy a $3 something at Goodwill, and then resell it for $15. In that time that you're worrying, you could be being very resourceful. In those moments where it seems that there are no options but to worry, make sure you consider your options before you decide that worrying is the way you're going to go. Look at your actual reality before you decide that you're trapped, before you decide that you're under attack, before you decide that you're in danger. Look at your actual reality, my loves. Are you swimming in a shark den? Or is it a swimming pool? The imagination can visualize lots of things. And we have access to a multitude of timelines in which to manifest because we're multidimensional beings. So, true. With your imagination, you may be able to visualize or perceive terrible timelines. Why would you want to do that to yourself? IDK. Maybe you want to make horror movies. Maybe you want to make like scary films or write a thriller book. You like murder mysteries, and so you're writing a murder mystery. It's true. Some people are going to visualize fucked up shit for entertainment purposes. But they're probably not taking that entertainment that they're creating and trying to apply to their life, right? They're like, I would never want this to happen to me. So the things you don't want to happen to you, please do not worry that they're going to happen. Look around reality. Are there any signs it's happening? If there are, then let the worry move you. I was worried that my house is going to flood, so I looked around and I realized I left my sink on. I leave it on all the time, and so that's why I'm so worried it's going to flood. I got to get an alarm. I'm going to attach it to my sink. So every time I leave it on, the alarm goes off, so then I can go and turn it off. And now I don't worry anymore because I created a solution. There are things you care about. Actually, instead of going too general, let's get a little more specific. Let's get a little more sharp before I close it out. Okay. Give your dreams a chance. What do you actually want to happen? Like, what would be great? What would be amazing? And every time you worry, look around in reality. Make sure there's not a quick action you need to take because the worry is productive. And then what would be good instead? And start to train yourself to face the worry every time. Face it. Hold up, worry. I'll give it a second. I'll look around. No tigers are about to attack me, worry. And so instead of that, let me open up my potentials. What would I like to manifest? The thing about manifesting, my loves, is you gotta be in reality. You gotta be in reality. You gotta take physical steps in the world as you manifest. Changing your mindset is a physical step. Changing the way you talk to yourself in a moment is a physical step. Stopping yourself from worrying about something that probably isn't even going to happen is a physical step. Take a deep breath. Especially in terms of your dreams and the goals that you want to manifest, I want you to take a moment right now, just do it right now. Take a moment. Allow your mind's eye to traverse all of your dreams and things and goals you want to manifest. You can see all the worries all over there, right? You see all those worries just shrouding. If you don't, that's amazing. Ladies, woman. Good job. If not, if you're more like me, I got a lot of worries still I got to work on. It's okay. I'll revisit this in a month. I'll see how I'm doing. So, I'm going to have to go through those fucking worries. Maybe some of them are legit. Maybe some of them are showing me, oh, I did forget that. That's a good worry because I totally friggin' forgot that. Thank goodness. And other ones are like, oh, this is definitely an obvious ceiling. This is obviously a perception of a cap on my potential. Every time you worry that you are not capable, look around reality. Am I not capable? Am I seeing if I can fucking pick up this 700-pound truck by myself when there ain't no baby underneath to activate my adrenaline to save him? No, I don't work out like that. I can lift, but not that much. So no. my worry that I can't lift this truck is probably validated. However, might not be validated. Might be a cardboard truck. Might be a freaking movie facing, a prop. I can pick it up and move it, no problem. Just took an extra bit of discernment and observation. Oh, the worry was preliminary, and upon further observation, I realized I could go straight through it. It really wasn't a problem. It was just my perception. As you can see, sometimes we'll have to face and acknowledge a worry because someone comes at us from the outside, and so we want to honor them by looking at things in their shoes, seeing if the tree is going to fall into my house, not just staying in my house and looking out the window, but seeing it from their point of view to see if the worry or the fear that they're expressing to us is actually coming from a place of wanting to protect us, and it's valid. Same thing in our bodies. Sometimes worry and fear will come up within us to protect us, and it's valid. So in those moments, those are the moments you want to be in the present moment, actually looking around at your physical reality so you can make sure that you are safe. And then once you can establish that you are safe and the worry and fear is not founded in actual reality, in actuality, I need you to be willing to rebuke it. To say, oh no. There's 100% guarantee that no tiger is about to attack me right now. And I really, I know that. And so I can't validate your fear about that. And any worry I have about that, I need to be willing to rebuke it and say, actually, I do not consent to your influence on my energy. I rebuke you. I do not consent to your influence on my energy, on my choices, no. And every time you feel that worry, and once you know it's not founded in reality, and once you know it's not going to protect you, face it immediately. Don't say, oh, I'll deal with that worry later. Fuck that. Face it in the moment. Face the intuition. Face the fear. Whatever the thing is that comes up, face it in the moment. Deal with it, shift, or rebuke it and clear it. These energies are not supposed to permeate and cycle the way that we've been doing this for a millennia. Okay? Take a deep breath. There is a dream in your heart. There is a high vibrational potential for you. There is your highest potential. There is your heartfelt dreams and desires. There is the fifth dimensional and beyond, the path of your soul. This call in your heart. If that is shrouded by worries, maybe some of the worries are just information. This is literally holding you back, friend. And then you look and you're like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. My dream is to be a race car driver and I don't have a driver's license yet. So yeah, I'm going to be worried that I can't reach my dream of being a race car driver if I don't have my driver's license yet. So let me get my driver's license. Oh, I'm not worried about it anymore because I got it and I'm back on my path. Okay? So sometimes the worry and the fear can inform us. Other times it needs to be rebuked. It's up to you as an evolved, self-aware, self-reflective, and intelligent being to choose to take sovereignty over your own self. No one can feel what you feel in your heart, and no one is responsible for manifesting your reality that you are supposed to manifest for yourself. Whatever you experience is divine. The universe is letting that happen. We live in a benevolent planet. We live in a benevolent universe. We live in a benevolent world, reality, however you want to view it. So the universe will never, adult language coming, the universe will never fuck you just because. Okay? We live in a benevolent universe. There are reasons for everything. The universe is allowing it to balance some kind of energy out. Help out the universe by listening to your spirit and moving in alignment with your spirit, so the universe doesn't have to come in and balance shit out for you. If you stay in alignment with spirit, you stay in a balanced relationship with the universe. But the more you go off and you go off and you go off and out of alignment and into worry and into fear and not facing it, but instead doing this weird cycling of it and not making any change or action, the universe is going to have to balance the energy out and do something to you. Do something to your life to wake you up and get you to realize and get you to shift. Because the universe is raising in vibration. Cosmic energy, the sun, the planet, your DNA, everything is evolving. Everything. You can facilitate it, or you can stall it and hinder it. You can get dragged there by the universe, or you can be on the precipice of change. I hope these light codes can assist you in being on the precipice of change, on the cutting edge of manifestation, actually participating in the conversation with the universe about co-creation. Take a deep breath. I love you guys. Wow, that was awesome. Thank you for being here with me. I feel really good. I hope you liked it. Take lots of deep breaths today, okay? I hope you can join me for one of our guided meditations sometime soon. In case you're newer to my page, there's something called a gold membership on my website. It gives you access to all of my articles. I've written several extensive articles about ascension, teachings on ascension, portal openings. I've been writing about this for several years now, and they're all on my website. There are some free samples, but for the most part they're locked and only gold members can read them. Gold members not only get access to all of my teachings, all of my writings, they also get free access to our Monday and Thursday Zoom meditations, the ones that I was talking about earlier in the video. And they get access to a few more things too. They have some more perks. They also get the monthly written energy report sent to them. So gold members pay $11 a month on my website. There are also silver members on my website. Silver membership is $5, and that gives you monthly access or free access to the energy report, which also comes out monthly, but that's a little more expensive. I think it's like $7 or $10. So in case you are more frugal and you would like to, get more of my light codes, you feel like this work does help you, you feel like you're ready to learn more, or your learning style, you like to read, the gold membership might be beneficial for you. So if that resonates, now you know that's a thing. That's an option for you. If you ever have any questions, please DM me. What else? Of course, I'm open for readings. You can only book a session with me 30 days in advance. I don't do it any sooner than that. But I'm always opening up new slots as my schedule opens up. And one last thing, I am doing in-person readings in Miami. I wasn't for a while, but I am now. So if you're in Miami and you're interested in an in-person reading, I don't have the availability on my website. I'd rather you DM me on Instagram at Love Steady Life and reach out to me that way, and then I'll arrange your booking from there. But I'm really excited to do some in-person readings. There's a beautiful cafe over in my neighborhood. It's got this gorgeous back patio, and I actually love doing readings there, and they have a really yummy matcha latte. So anyways, I'm over here thinking about drinks, and I'm drinking coffee, and I'm like, I want one of those lattes. Anyways, that's it. I'm done. I love you. I hope this helps. I am going to keep this on my page. Even though this was a very casual video, I am going to keep this up because it did feel really good, and I think it might help some other people. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for the love in the comments. And your video is officially over. Bloop. Okay, now I'm going to read all these comments. I'm scrolling all the way up. I'm super curious. Scrolling up to the top of the comments. Hearts, thank you. My parents always talked about the risks. Ooh, I hope I cleared that energy for you, babe. Stupid by choice energy. Jess, I love you. Oh, you are in it. Jess, I love you. You're amazing. Emily, I love you. Gabby, I'm reading your comment. OMG, the light codes today are so funny. Much needed, though. Lots of worry around schooling and being good enough. All don't want to cap that potential. That's right, babe. You are welcome. Jess says worrying is boring, too. Hilarious. Oh, I love you guys. Well, I'm happy to make you laugh. I was cracking myself up, too, honestly. I was cracking myself up, too. Oh, Nicole, it did help. I needed to hear that. Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, I love you. We honor your worry. Yes, that's right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I'm loving this. I just made you jump. Okay, amazing, 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 amazing. Okay, you guys are still cracking up. I love you guys. Oh my God. I love you guys. Oh, thank you for the compliments. If you're in this room, you're in the right place, right time, deep breaths, eye open, receive. Oh, you're so sweet. You guys are amazing. I'm just scrolling through. Oh, you're welcome, Elisa. I love you, love you, love you. I love you, Antoinette. Love you, Rosie. Love you, Gabby. Yay. I love that you guys were into this. Hey, baby. You want to come in the video before I end it? You want to come say hi to everybody? No? Let's mark the system. There's Kitty. Okay, I gotta go. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you.